Level Up Protocol here. I am Trilla D. You can call me D. Driving around today. It's a little bit of a new format of a video. Figured I'd change up the background. I'll try to keep it as cool as possible, but I'll be honest, man, the drivers in my city, they really suck. So I'll try to keep it as cool as possible without road raging out. Today's video is a wake-up call for all you young men out there. Teenagers, early 20s. It's a wake-up call. I'm gonna be the one to tell you guys these things that no one really tells you, to be honest. So the first thing I'm gonna tell you guys is you need to be making way more money than you think you're making. I have friends who are not on the straight and narrow path in life as far as income is concerned. It's funny because in their mind, through the ego of the lifestyle that they live, they think that they're just up and they're so successful and doing so good. But really, in the spectrum of things, they're actually not doing that good. And people who right out of high school went and got a trade job, electrician, plumber, HVAC, a few years later down the road now, when the illegal people are still living that lifestyle versus the people who do the trade workers are winning. These people own property, they have cars, you know what I mean? They're going on vacations, they're making crazy money. They're making over 100K a year off of honest living. So I'm gonna be the one to tell you guys this, man. It's like you have to wake up. You have to wake up and you have to set your goals a lot higher than what you think is possible. I remember when I was 25, one of my friends at the time had got married, and he had a good job, trade job, really been putting in work since he was like 18 in the job. His wife had a good job too, and they got married. And I remember him telling me his wedding was like $30-something thousand. And in my mind, I was like, wow, you know, this guy has $30,000-something to spend at this age on a wedding. Plus they bought a house too, and they really situated themselves for life. But it just kind of goes to show you guys, like, you need to make more money than you think is possible. And you guys need to surround yourself with people who are gonna expect the best out of you. You can't have people around you that make you comfortable just being stagnant and doing nothing. You know what I mean? People around you that it's just like, they make you feel okay by being completely normal, or even failing in some instances. You know what I mean? You can't have people around you that make that okay or make that acceptable in any way, shape, or form. You need to have people around you that when you slip up and you're not doing your best, they call you out and they say, okay, listen, man, you know, you've been slacking and this and that. And everyone knows me, all my friends know me, that I'm the type of person that I call people out on their bullshit. And I'm not on no holier than thou type movement, because quite frankly, I expect and I hope that people do the same for me. And usually they don't. And usually I'll call them out on not calling me out. I'll be like, listen, why haven't you told me that I need to do this? Or why haven't you told me that I've been slacking? Like, I remember when I quit weed, I asked a lot of my friends who didn't smoke and who saw it was hindering me in life, why didn't you tell me to stop? Like, why wouldn't you have even planted a seed to at least say, yo, you know what, man, you should at least consider quitting, you know? I have a friend, he smokes a ton of cigarettes, and all the time I ask him, yo, like, when are you gonna quit? Like, what's your game plan here? Are you just gonna smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for the rest of your life until you're like, you know, have lung cancer and die? You know what I mean? We play basketball and his lungs are cooked, and he's younger than me too. And I tell everyone who smokes cigarettes too, like, you're wasting health and you're wasting wealth, because cigarettes ain't free. And it doesn't even get you high. It's not even doing anything for you. And even when it comes to working out, I'm the type of person that if I have friends that are in shape and they start slacking, I'm gonna tell them, yo, man, you're slacking. You need to get it together. You need to, you know, hit the gym. You're putting on some pounds. And a few of my friends, they say that to me too. And honestly, I'm not one for like caring about people's feelings or whatever. I'm just here for results. And when I was out of shape, there was certain like friends, female friends and male friends in my life that told me like, yo, you're out of control right now. And of course it hurt my feelings, but that's what led me to get back on the path of wanting to get healthy. You know, it wasn't just them. Obviously I wanted to do it for myself too, but I needed that spark. I needed people around me to tell me, okay, listen, it's not okay that you're failing in the health aspect of your life. So I kind of mentioned this in one of my past vlogs, which I'll put the link up here, life advice for people that no one's going to tell you. But a main thing that I want you guys to understand here is you need to make more money. You know what I mean? You can't be content with the money that you're making. You have to situate yourself for life. You have to be able to provide for yourself, provide for your family, You have to think about when you're older. You have to think about retirement. You know what I mean? When you're older and you can't work anymore, you know, then what are you gonna do? What's gonna be your game plan at that point, right? Just have to open the car up a little bit right there. But I always tell my younger friends this all the time. Whatever they're doing to make money, I'm like, listen, you're not making enough money. That person went right through a red light just to stop at the next red light. Back to what I was saying, it's just life advice, man. It's just a wake-up call for the younger generation out there. You know, you guys have to do better. Strive for greatness. Don't be content being just at an entry level in what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you work a job, there's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5 job, but bust your ass at that job. You know what? Even when I was locked up, okay, I had a job in there. I busted my ass doing that job. We were getting paid like $18 a week, something like that in institutional payments that we could use on canteen, you know, or you could save that money to come out, but who the hell's saving that, right? And I would bust my ass doing that job. And I remember there was some young kid who used to work with me, and I would be like, yo, D, man, like, why are you taking this job so seriously? And you know, like, it's just a jail job. Like, who cares? I'm like, this is the job that I'm doing at the moment. Like the saying goes, how you do some things is how you do all things. And if I'm at a job anywhere, I'm gonna do good. When I came out, actually, I got a job in a factory, like $14 an hour, next to nothing. And I busted my ass at that job. Not only did I bust my ass at that job, I inspired the owner to get more business, which needed more employees. So I ended up hiring a bunch of my friends. And then after a few weeks of that, I told him, listen, I've increased your business like 5x. So you need to give me a raise. You need to pay me $1,000 a week. That's what I need. And he's like, no, I can't do that. So I quit. I'm like, all right, I quit that. Since then, his business has gone down. It was a warehouse that did insurance claims. He doesn't even have the warehouse anymore. I don't know what he's doing for money. Probably living off his parents. Like I said, you have to know your worth and you have to put that effort in. If you're working a 9-to-5, work that 9-to-5 and push it to the limit. Progress. Even if you work at McDonald's, you can't just be a burger flipper for the rest of your life. You should start as a burger flipper, you know, then move up to cash, and then, you know, talk to your manager. Say, listen, I want to progress. I'm trying to move up in the company. What can I do? How can I progress? Maybe end up working for corporate McDonald's or something like that in office, or being a manager. But you have to keep pushing the limits. You can't be stagnant where you are. I know certain people that have been working the same job since we left high school. And I ain't no spring chicken, man. I left high school a long time ago, right? So I just really suggest you guys to just take in what I'm saying and always trying to strive for perfection. Always try to level up. Never be content with being where you're at. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying to be greedy, or I'm not saying to be ungrateful for what you have, because some people can misconstrue it for that. Always be grateful for what you have, but you have to be hungry for more. You have to think of your future, your family, your future kids, your future wife. If you can't see that for yourself, you have to think about your parents, your mom, your dad, you know, taking care of them, or even just yourself when you're in old age and you want to have money and be set for life, right? That's all I got for this one today, guys. I'm Chili D, cruising around in the car, spitting some wisdom for you young guys out there, you know what I mean? And I just want everyone to win. I'm the type of person that when people are successful, it makes me happy. I don't get envious. You know, there's a group of younger people from my neighborhood when we grew up, and they're doing really good right now. They're doing really good, different things. And I remember one of my friends, you know, I was looking at their Instagram and showing him, and he was like, oh, you know, these guys think they're this, they think they're that. I'm like, hey man, don't be a hater. These people came up from where we came up, you know what I mean? They're doing good, I'm doing good. My friend maybe wasn't doing good, so that's why he was feeling some type of way. But that makes me feel amazing. I love to see people succeed. I love to see people doing better than me, make more money than me, be more successful than me, because that just inspires me. It's just full circle, right? Full circle, we all win. So that's it for this one, Level Up Protocol. I'm Chili D. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Drop me a like, drop me some comments. You know, I love chatting it up. I answer every comment, even the stupid ones. Check me out on Twitch. I am Chili D. I'll put the link up here. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to, you know, DM me and chat. That's it for this one. I'm Chili D. You can call me D. Be your best self.